Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony William, and today I will present my speech about online learning. First, I would like to thank all of you for having assembled here to receive my speech. We must also thank God for the good health we have all been given so we can be here now. What is online learning? Practically, everyone in the world is aware of online learning now. With the corona pandemic wild and about, infecting and killing thousands of people around the world, make it especially important for schools and universities who are still functioning to prioritize above all as the safety of their students and teachers while still finding a way to ensure the students receive the education they needed. With the traditional eye-to-eye methods unsafe, the majority of the schools and universities around the world have thus found to employ online learning in order to be able to ensure to the best of their ability the safety of both their students and teachers while still continuing with their academic lives. Originally just a method of education chosen only when it is impossible to hold classes in a traditional setting, over the years, as technology revolutionized and time passes, drastically changing people's perception of online learning has been able to emerge triumphant into a fully viable and all-times ready education choice in its own right, with over billions of students and many countries throughout the world employing online learning, and many succeeding in achieving their master's degrees with online programs. The percentage of students having reached over 187% throughout the world. More than 3/4 of CEOs and small business owners openly view the quality of online programs to match the traditional degree programs, and refuted arguments that online courses won't be recognized by employers. While it's true that predictions that online learning will grow to supplant traditional programs completely have yet to be proven true, there's little doubt that the predictions that online learning will only continue to experience a tremendous growth, eventually reaching the level where the number of students expected to have at least one online course in a class schedule will increase to quadruple levels. The first of the many strengths of online learning is its synchronous nature. With education done through technology, it is extremely time efficient, as asynchronous communication through online conferencing programs allows online learning to be done when the time is convenient, instead of having to put others through difficult situations of having to balance their personal duties with their education. It is particularly convenient for people who are the type that need to reread the material and reflect on it before continuing, as online learning allows continuous access to lectures, class materials, and class discussions. I myself found the repeated access to class materials allowed by Podomoro University's website very useful, and many of my classmates agree with me. Online learning's greatest strength in this matter is that it can be done anywhere and at any time, being most useful when distance and schedule make on-ground learning become difficult or even impossible. This also benefits physically challenged and disabled students or teachers, as they are given the freedom they need to participate in class by being able to access the virtual classroom to their devices, instead of having to go to class physically. Its most vital and unique strength, however, is its synergy and student-centered traits. The online format allows a dynamic interaction between the teachers and students, and also between the students themselves, to comfortably share resources and ideas. And each individual can contribute to the course discussion and comment on the work of others, making it especially useful for increasing the coordination between the students and emphasizing on their capabilities. Alas, for all the strengths of online learning, there does exist some weaknesses. First of all, there is the fact that not everyone has the wealth needed to afford the technology required to engage in online learning, make it unegligible for those who cannot access the online learning environment, an especially significant issue in lower and rural socioeconomic neighborhoods. It is also difficult to compensate for the lack of physical presence, especially present for students without a strong academical background. Many experts have considered such problems as the Achilles heel of online learning. Spiros Protopsaltis and Sandy Baum have noted in a report over online learning that many students who were not ready for the course have suffered weaker outcomes for persisting on their online programs. And online learning itself was deemed to contribute to socioeconomic and racial achievement gaps while failing to be more affordable. Indeed, while I and my friends in college found a system of online learning applied by Podomoro University to be well managed, we still find the lack of physical presence as an ever-present problem. Another noteworthy weakness of online learning was that while its asynchronous nature gives both the mentor and students control over their learning experience, as well as the flexibility of the schedules, this also requires them to be well prepared, organized, and trained. For students, it is necessary to possess great time management skills in order to be able to successfully handle the greater responsibility that came with having to keep up with the pace of the online course. Making online education difficult and not recommended for those who are used to on-ground education and younger students. For online mentors, they must be capable in handling online delivery methodologies to be effective. And they must also be skilled in creating a supportive environment in the virtual classroom to make the class comfortable. Such demands being especially crucial to the efficiency of online learning and capable of causing serious discomfort to the students if failed to be met. In conclusion, gentlemen, online learning has been around with a long time, and with that time, it has been able to undergo massive revolutions, but it's still not without its flaws. Its formidable strengths, when properly used, can effectively cover up for its weaknesses. But while it's very possible to make online learning comfortable and exciting, do remember that some of the more deep-rooted issues and weaknesses cannot be completely overcome and will still have a presence that is difficult to suppress. There's little doubt in this era, with the COVID-19 pandemic running wild, online learning has proven extremely useful, but remains haunted by the lack of ground learning. However, I have faith and confidence that as both technology and humanity's perception develops, we can eventually make online learning just as effective as on-ground learning. That is all. Thank you all for listening, and may you all have a wonderful day.